Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Congolese Arts, a rich and fascinating tradition, part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
I have been an extremely strict vegetarian all my life and have kept excellent health throughout my cricket career. During my 2 cricket tours to England, I played continuously for long periods, and in spite of the cold and the restricted variety of vegetarian food, I did not experience any difficulty or suffering in stamina. Vijay Merchant, vegetarian.
In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the friendly locals ask "How are you?" by saying Ozali Malamu in Lingala, one of the country's 4 national languages. I'm Shungu. Your peacemaking efforts are part of God's wondrous plan for our planet. The spiritual people of the Democratic Republic of the Congo thank you for following the noble vegan path. May heavens protect you. Welcome to our show, Congolese Arts, a Rich and Fascinating Tradition, Part 1 of 2. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, formerly known as Zaire, is often called by the acronym DRC, or simply the Congo, with Kinshasa as its capital. This differentiates it from the Republic of the Congo, whose capital is Brazzaville. Bordering 9 countries, the DRC is located in Central Africa and is home to 200 ethnicities, each with its own language. These diverse groups and their languages are sources of the nation's rich cultural traditions, expressed through sculpture, mask carving, painting, music, dance, literature, weaving, and other art forms. The beauty and charm of Congolese statues and masks are recognized around the world and have influenced aspects of modern art, such as the 20th century Cubist movement. In fact, the word Cubism is believed to derive from Cuba, which is the name of a collection of Bushong-speaking ethnic groups in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Art experts state that the famous Spanish painter Pablo Picasso painted the face of the woman in the bottom right of his painting Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, the Young Ladies of Avignon, based on a Mbuya mask of the Pende people. This mask represents someone whose face is slightly deformed due to illness. From the type and shape of a mask or statue, it's possible to identify the tribe and region from which the artwork originates. The Yaka ethnic group is known for their Mbulu figurines or standing medicinal figures. The people of the Luba group specialize in motherhood sculptures, and the Liga group is famous for heart-shaped concave face masks worn while being initiated into the elite Bwami society. The people of the Congo ethnic group living in Angola, the Republic of Congo, and the Democratic Republic of Congo believe in the power figure known as Nkisi Nkondi, who is said to bring protection and healing. To produce this figure, a sculptor needs to work with a ritual specialist. Residing between the Kasai and Sankuru rivers, the Cuba people have a long tradition of producing amazing wooden masks, sculptures, textiles, headrests, divination oracles, and anthropomorphic cups. During the 17th and 19th centuries, the Cuba Kingdom was a prosperous state and trade center. Its artistic achievements reached a high level. The Cuba people were famous for making three kinds of royal masks, namely the Mwash Amboy, representing the Son of God or the King, the Ngadi Amwash, representing the Queen, and the Boom, representing the King's troublemaking brother. These exquisite masks were used to tell stories about the founding of the Cuba Kingdom and the royal family. Masks with elephant features, named mukanga, are worn by dancers at the funerals of respected public figures. The elephant represents high status and leadership for the Cuba people. Made from many materials including wood, glass beads, cowrie shells, raffia, fabric, and threads. These artworks have become part of the antique collections in many museums. Another part of the Cuba cultural tradition is making bark cloth. This technique was invented by His Majesty Muku Mushanga, the 27th Cuba King. Bark cloth is a non-woven fabric decorated with figurative and abstract designs, usually applied by scratching or painting. The basic cloth-like material is produced from the inner bark or bast of certain trees. After being removed from a tree, the bark is soaked and beaten to form thin fibers. The Cuba people have also developed their own weaving techniques. They harvest raffia palm leaves for use as fibers. Traditionally, the men are responsible for taking raffia from the palm trees and weaving the yarn made from the fibers on upright, single-headed looms. Then, the women transform the woven textiles into skirts, headdresses, or baskets with complementary embroidery or other accessories. His Majesty Shamba Bolongongo, the 93rd Cuba King, is credited with developing the weaving of raffia textiles into a mass production process.
Vegan side effect: beyond expectation, you will be loved.
Joyful viewers, let's now pause for a moment to hear a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show profiling the art and culture of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Bright colors and bold geometric patterns, exemplified in Cuba cloth, are the hallmarks of textiles from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. While most textile patterns feature repeats of the same designs, Cuba cloth appears livelier with unexpected changes in its forms and lines. These characteristics can be found in Shua cloth, which contains contrasting black and creamy colors, as well as unusual abstract asymmetrical patterns. The Shua people became part of the Cuba Kingdom in the mid-17th century, bringing their unique cut-pile embroidery technique, which produces the cloth's velvety texture. Ingenious Cuba cloth fascinated the famous 20th century French Impressionist painter Henri Matisse, who displayed them in his studio in the last few years of his life. Regarding his Cuba cloth collection, Matisse said, "I never tire of looking at them and waiting for something to come to me from the mystery of their instinctive geometry." Matisse's private textile collection was introduced to the public for the first time at New York's Metropolitan Museum and London's Royal Academy in 2005, with the theme Matisse, the Fabric of Dreams, his art and his textiles. Today, Cuba cloths are commonly used as interior decorations, whether it's a piece of wall tapestry, a bed throw, or a couch cushion. They add unique accents and personality to any space they inhabit. As a way of signifying social status, wealth, and achievement, Congolese men traditionally wore prestige caps, which are headdresses with distinctive decorations. Leaders or chiefs of the Lunda Yaka, and Pende people wore bicorn hats made of raffia and cane decorated with striking red, black, and white beads in geometric patterns. The Mongol people crowned their new chiefs with cylindrical hats made from woven raffia. Hats worn by Cuba males were usually in a round shape, starting out being plain when the man first became a part of the community. As they advanced in society and had more accomplishments, decorations made of beads, shells, or other materials would be added accordingly. The modern visual art of the Democratic Republic of the Congo developed in the 1930s. With roots in traditional art, Albert Lubaki, his wife Antoinette Lubaki, and Thela Tendu, also known as Jila Tendo, were among the first Congolese painters to be introduced to the West. It's said that Belgian art enthusiast Georges Tyree first chanced upon a native painting by Albert on the wall of a hut in the Katanga province. He tracked down the artist and supplied him with paper and watercolor paints. Albert and Antoinette's watercolor paintings feature neutral pigments. Through simple, elegant lines and colors, the artists depict their daily lives and surroundings. The most recognizable characteristic of their work is the border that frames many of their paintings. The works of Gilatendo include a wider variety of subjects, including animal people, folk tales, and the traditional geometric patterns of Cuba textiles. Gilatendo illustrated the first published Congolese folktale collection entitled L'éléphant qui marchait sur les œufs, The Elephant Who Walked on Eggs, authored by Tade Badibanga. With the establishment of several art academies in the 1940s and 50s, such as the School of Le Hangar and the Academy of Fine Arts of Kinshasa, Congolese artists received the training, professional tools, and means to develop their skills. Prominent painters from Le Hangar include Bella Serra, Pilipili Mulongoy, and Mwenze Kibwanga, whose depictions of majestic wildlife, forests, and village life still mesmerize viewers. From July 2015 to January 2016, selected works of contemporary Congolese artists produced since 1926 were showcased in the Beauté Congo exhibition at the Cartier Foundation for Contemporary Art in Paris. Visitors were afforded the rare opportunity to see more than 350 works created by 41 artists during the last century and to appreciate the fantastic creativity of the Congolese people.
Vegan, the rescuer of generations.
Graceful viewers, thank you for your company today during our program Congolese Arts, a Rich and Fascinating Tradition, Part 1 of 2. Please return next Wednesday, August 10 for Part 2. Up next is Shining World Compassion Award recipient Alabama Puppy Rescue Flights, flying puppies to safety with caring love. May heaven's infinite light shine upon you and your loved ones.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.